Hello guys, welcome back to Jellyfish Gamer 25. So this is this week's video log of what I've been up to this week. So quite a slightly different week this week. I've been at Warhammer World. I met up with a Goose that you may have seen on his channel. Now, whatever Goose says on his channel, when I went over to his table, he was getting smashed. The Rorks, as I like to call them, the Rob Orcs, were absolutely getting hammered. He was losing a lot of boys. It was great to see his freshly painted boys unit that he was really proud of just gone, just wiped, completely wiped. But I laughed, but I know he did turn it around when I went back to see him. He had turned it around massively, done quite a lot of damage, which was really cool as well. And I believe he did make a purchase while at Warhammer World and tried to convince me to do something similar. However, that didn't happen, but I did manage to get the chapter upgrade for the Black Templars, which is what I wanted to go for. That was predominantly what I was going for from Warhammer World, because I really wanted that, as well as picking up Hilda and Percy for my Hobbit warband. So I also play the Hobbit, which you guys will be seeing on the channel as well. I got pretty much the vast majority of the Hobbit armies. Pretty much all, the majority of it's painted. There's a few armies I haven't got to yet, but we will go into the Hobbit as well. I know Goose has the box set and is keen to learn to play. Yep, so I went to Warhammer World as well, took my family there. It was really good to see them see the family, and also to get them to go to Warhammer World. My brothers were really excited to go to the Miniatures Hall. It was only £1 entry as well, guys. £1, which was really good actually. However, my father was a little less enthusiastic at the fact of potentially paying £8 to get in there. His view on that was that if you got like a £5 voucher towards something in the store, then that would be more acceptable. I can kind of see where he's coming from someone that doesn't actually play the hobby or anything like that. And you know, and the number of times he was asked by the staff, do you play? And there's only so many times that a fully grown man can be like, no, I do not. Which is, I enjoyed that, watching him squirm. I love him really. So yeah, so guys, without further ado, I'll go into what I've got painted up this week, as well as when I special on location video I've been doing, because I was away at the in-laws and managed to get some painting done while I was there. While I was left alone in the house with just me and the cat. We both ignored each other. That's me and the cat, not me and the missus. That's usually when we're here. As you can tell, she's not here. Yeah, so I'll let you guys have a look what I've been up to this week. Okay guys, so this week we have managed to finish off the chaplain. I just need to get a fine marker that Caliban Cadet suggested I get, just to maybe do some script on there. So you can see, I'm quite happy with how the chaplain's turned out. He's our assault chaplain to jump in with our vanguard squad, get in there, you know, give me those re-rolls, and hopefully do some damage himself. Quite a nice miniature. I was really impressed with the Finecast. I know a lot of people have a lot of hate for Finecast, but no, I couldn't say it was that bad at all, really. I really quite enjoyed putting this together and getting it painted. But here we have the man himself, Captain Lysander, the First Company. Now, I know I have not written Lysander on there. I tried several times with a paintbrush, so I am going to go pick up a fine pen suggested by Caliban Cadet. And I will probably redo that. I know I've put the 7th Legion on there at the moment. So here we go. It's a bit of Lysander for you guys. So I've tried to go for a slightly different colour schemes to the Games Workshop one. I kind of like the idea of it being the sort of like the black fist and silver hammer, as well as the shield. I wasn't really a fan of the red. I don't know. I didn't think it worked for Imperial Fists. I mean, there's probably someone out there who's probably screaming at me for doing that, but you know, I just felt like it needed its own colour, and in a sense that it needed to be more like the chapter. So I've gone with the standard yellow and a golden eagle. But yeah, so I'm really happy with how Lysander turned out. And what I'll do now, guys, is I will go on to what I've also got done this week. Okay, guys, so here we are, a little hobby update on location. So I'm currently at my in-laws, and I was left alone to do some painting, so I was able to do my Intercessor squad. So I'm really happy with how the Intercessor squad have come out. Again, there's the horrible freehand. God, yeah, I have to work on that a little bit more. I may redo that as well. So these guys are heavy 3 each for their assault bolters.
which is very nice. That's 6 shots a model, strength 5, AP 1. So, you know, I feel like we can smash up some of Goose's stuff. You know, no one's coming our way. Even the autistic Jedi with his new Skitarii army, as he's telling me he's now doing. Yeah, so I'm really happy with how these guys have come out. And what I'll do next, guys, is I'll show you what else I've been up to. So out of my travelling case of wonders, guys, as you can see there, it's my little travel case, I have also finished, there we go, so just a little bit of focus, the attack bike. So I've gone with the multi-melter option, slightly reposed the head. I went for the veteran, I think it's the veteran sergeant arm from the command set that I had spare. I just wanted to give it a slightly different pose than that very static, just facing forward and towards the enemy. So yeah, so I'm really happy with how the bike turned out as well. I've just got to do a little bit more on the base. You can see the paint started to come off a little bit there. But yeah, so I'm really happy with how they've come out. The next thing, just so you guys know, a little preview, is that's right, the Crimson Fists are coming. So I'm just working on a test model for the Devastator squad. But that is still very much a work in progress. So that's an update of the miniatures that I've got painted this week, guys. And we'll head back now for a little bit of a wrap up and an overview.
Okay guys, so that's an update as to what I've been up to this week. So myself and Goose are still organising a date, that sounds bad, for a day where we can sit and actually film a battle report for you guys. As you can tell now, I've got quite a lot more painted. I'm looking over there because that's where they currently are all sat. So maybe slightly more than 25 power from my side. I think Goose has some big kits. Kind of worried because I know what he bought from Warhammer World, and I've seen its stats, and I'm not happy. But I will let him bring that to you in his videos. He's very enthusiastic about that kit. He's been sending me update pictures of him building that kit and hiding it very, very carefully from Mrs. Goose. Although I may have just given the game away, and if she's watched this, really sorry. You might want to talk to Mr. Goose. Anyway guys, so we will catch you next week for our next video update. See you guys.